still coming, so let's wait for a couple seconds. Thank you for coming. So, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my senior capstone for music. So tonight, the theme is called Jazz Revolutionary Songs. So I'm just gonna have a brief intro about the repertoires and my motivations and inspirations of rearranging those songs. Because if you're looking at the program, you can see there will be 6 tunes in total, plus the acknowledgement, which I'll be mentioning before the last tune. So I got this inspiration mainly from the class that I took last spring. It's called Jazz and Socialism by Professor Katie Wolf. And during that class, we listened to a bunch of revolutionary songs during movements around the world in the 20th century mainly, where I found those tunes are very interesting, both in terms of lyrics and harmony, melody, etc. But the theme of jazz was somehow not very connected with those movements, and also with different programs, especially during the Cold War, where kind of jazz being seen as the representative of a force that kind of countering the progressive movements. But the jazz musicians are also progressive. So I would like to utilize this opportunity to connect, of course, by inviting all the wonderful jazz musicians around the campus to play the arrangements of revolutionary songs with different genres of jazz from different countries around the world. And yeah, let's do this. So can we have the players of the first tune come on the stage, please? So before we start, I'm just gonna have a brief intro to the first tune that we're gonna play. It's called Un son para mi pueblo. Does anyone speak Spanish here? Okay, bueno. So in English, it means a song for my people. So I had this idea for the song from the class I'm taking. It's jazz orchestra. It's incorporated within a big band arrangement, where a section of this was sampled from Son para mi pueblo. Then I think it's a good idea to sing it during my Capstone concert. So it documents the history of the New Song movement in Nicaragua and its role in the revolution. So it also included in the record called Paredón, which is a collection of revolutionary songs and from the late 60s until the 90s, I suppose, and this one is included in the version of 1983. And so during a designated session of this piece, I would like to invite the audience to sing Solidaridad with me, which is the English word solidarity, Spanish word of solidarity, and I'll cue you guys, just sing Solidaridad with me, but in the later section. ¡Viva la solidaridad internacional! ¡Viva! ¡Viva la democracia!
Son
solo canto a mi pueblo, porque los pueblos vivos, el hombre campesino, de todo pueblo trabajador, que despierto mi canto, el amor de mi canción, son para mi pueblo, son para mi pueblo, son para mi pueblo, son para mi pueblo, son have Scott Lee on the tenor sax. We have Linda Xu on the flutes. We have William Wong on the drums. And we have Dylan on the conga and the harmony of vocals. We have Sebastian Park on the piano. And we have J.D. Gorman on electric bass. Okay, thank you guys for singing with me. And we're gonna move on to the next song. His name is Joe Hill. Okay, for this song, Joe Hill was a Swedish American labor activist. So, of course, I also got this idea from the Museum Socialism class by listening to the Paul Robeson version of it. So Paul Robeson was a famous African American singer back in the first half of the 20th century. He has traveled all around the world, including those countries who were used to be socialist/communist at that time. And especially he traveled to Soviet Union and lived there for a while. He speaks fluent Russian. And because of that, his passport, American passport, got revoked for 9 years because of his collusion with communism. And I'm picking up this song because of both the story behind the tune and also the story of the singer, Paul Robeson. And I'm just doing a little rearrangement, but by adding up another bridge from another song was called Joe Walker, which is sharing the same name as Joe, but telling a different story of a labor symbol. Yeah, can I get a G, please? Thank you. I dreamed I saw Joe Hill last night, alive as you and me. Says I, but Joe, you're 10 years dead. I'd never die, says he. I never die, says he. In Salt Lake City, Joe says I am standing by my bed. They frame you on a murder charge, says Joe, but I am dead. Says Joe, but I am dead. The copper bosses killed you, Joe. They shot you, Joe, says I. Takes more than guns to kill a man, says Joe. I didn't die, says Joe. I didn't die. smiling with his eyes, says Joe, what they can never kill went on to organize, went on to organize, from San Diego up to Maine, in every mile, where workers strive and organize is where you find your hero, is there you find your hero. I dreamed I saw Joe Hill last night, as live as you and me. Says I, but Joe, you're 10 years dead. I never die, says he. I never die, says he. I never die, says he. Thank you. We have Scott on Tenor Sax. We have Zach Price on trumpets. Xavier Dargan on the violin. Dylan Heinstein on the guitar. We have Ian Hajra on the piano. We have Von Tiger on the double bass. And we should now move to the next song. So for this tune, we're introducing a couple of other new players to the stage. Just wait for a couple of seconds for them to set up. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about the song. So, oops. What we're playing is gonna be called Katyusha, and it's a Soviet-era song about a girl having firewall to a soldier. It's a love story. And it was composed in 1993 with lyrics in Russian, and of course it's translated in multiple languages. I believe a lot of audience, you might have heard the song before as a symbol of the Soviet or Russian military song, but for this time I'm gonna rearrange that to a little bit funky to make it fun and exciting. Let's introduce the new members of the band. We have Logan Juan on the trombone. We have Patrick Ward on the alto saxophone. Okay, Sam is coming back. JD is coming back as well. Flugelhorn for this. Thank you, DJ. Okay, let's do it. a relatively short one, but it's also fun. So we have Sebastian Park on the keyboard. Okay, next we're gonna have a couple of members back on the stage. So for this one, we're gonna have Xavier singing. Yeah, you guys know what it is, right? Any Italians in the house? Yeah, let's go. Yeah, this is your song. It's called Ciao. Yeah, it's an Italian folk song dedicated to Italian resistance against the Nazis. And I'm thinking, wow, this melody is fantastic, and we have also heard this song since childhood, basically. And I'm thinking maybe doing rearrange it to a light swing, just like New Orleans style. So I'm just having a band which is similar to the New Orleans settings with the violins, clarinets, trumpet with mutes and trombone, and we're having acoustic guitar on it as well. So yeah, let's just enjoy. So we have new members of the band. We have Yiyun Li on the clarinet. And I'm gonna give the stage to the players.
Una mattina mi son svegliato e bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi son svegliato, ho trovato l'invasor.
Yiyun on the piano. Xavier on vocal and violin. Yiyun on the clarinet. Zach on trumpet. And Logan on the trombone. Yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties. We plan to emphasize Xavier at the last session by playing the Hungarian song Será. You guys know? Yeah, because I found the chord changes similar to the Bella Ciao, so I plan him to play the melody, but just I don't know if you guys can hear that. Then that works. Okay, next song. Yeah, next tune is also a famous tune during protests, progressive protests around the world. It's also in Spanish, but comparing to the previous song, which was from Nicaragua, this song is from Chile. It's called El Pueblo Unido, Jamás Será Vencido. In English, the people united will never be defeated. So it's also good for marching, especially during protests. Well, you just shout, El Pueblo Unido, Jamás Será Vencido. El Pueblo Unido, Jamás Será Vencido. And so this song was successful, very successful during the Nueva Canción movement in Chile. It's a new Chilean song movement, and it's also used during the Allende administration in 1973, which his nation was overturned by coup d'état later by General Pinochet, and the composer and the people who were associated with the song also got punished during the military dictatorship afterwards. So I think it's important to remind everyone about the history by singing and playing this song. So this song, I'll be playing French horn on this one, which is my instrument. Vencido. Hajra. Thank you, thank you. And now we're going to perform our final closing part of this concert. And before we play this, I would like to give a brief acknowledgement to the people I would like to thank. So first, of course, the Department of Music for having me to do the work, giving me this opportunity to do the senior capstone. And I would like to shout out to Timo. I'm here tonight. Thank you, Timo, for being my capstone advisor and also advising me through many of the courses I have taken by you, and consistently giving me advice both in music and also the history behind the pieces that I'm really caring about. And I wrote a lot of papers that you have provided thoughtful comments on that to enhance my knowledge. And then I would like to thank Professor Katie Wolf. Unfortunately, she is not here because she's no longer at Brown. I sent her an invitation, but I don't think she's around. So, but still, I want to thank her for her wonderful class, where I developed this idea from. And then I would like to thank Professor Anthony Zhang and Professor Wang Wu for advising me on the harmony and arrangement, also particular history under the next song which I'm going to play, because next song will be the song for their generation. And Professor Ed Tomasi, who was here last night with our big bands concert, but I don't think he's here tonight, unfortunately, but I'd still like to thank Ed for helping me with jazz harmony stuff and telling so many unforgettable stories and quotes that impacted our musicianship and professionality. And then I would like to thank Professor Kevin Plouffe for approving my request to the percussion instruments from his percussion ensemble. Then I would like to thank Erica, Drew, and Matt for helping the concert going well. And all the performers, they're incredible. They're incredible musicians with unbelievable talents. So I'm gonna shout out to all the performers. Thank you so much. And I would like to thank DJ Appendix. Yeah. Thank Lucas Lieberman. Thanks Narika Manga and Cedric Siriani for the connections. And yeah, I would also thank the PAs, Mia, and another Mia. Yeah, who's at the door and also during our rehearsal, Henry, also helped us. Thank you so much. Last but not least, thank you, my family and friends, especially my friends who are coming here tonight to support. Thank you. So now I'm gonna introduce the last tune of the night. We have also played yesterday with the big band, but that was a big band arrangement. Now I'm gonna play with a smaller ensemble. It's called Rock and Roll on the New Long March, 新长征路上的摇滚. I believe many of the audience might have heard that as well. It's a famous song by Jian, the founding father of the Chinese rock and roll. And yeah, it was released during the year of 1989, which a lot of things happened. And that was also the time after the Cultural Revolution, and it's just starting the opening and reform policy, where the Chinese nation was kind of shifting from the planned economy to market economy. So the young people at that time especially were trying to, or struggling to discover their own identity in the rapid shift of the society. And Jian, who was a musician, young musician at that time, also revolutionary in introducing or making rock and roll famous in China. He referred to the Long March by the Red Army countering the nationalist Gorman army in the 20s and the 30s, referring to this to a new Long March during that process. And it's also determining their struggle again to finding their own positionality in the society as a young person, and how can they contribute to the development of the country. And clearly, it turns out that development was so fast thanks to their generation's help, and also a lot of things happening in the world, market economy in general. And I would like to give a special tribute to the saxophone player of this original version, Professor Liu Yuan, who was the founder of one of the founders of famous jazz clubs called East Shore Cafe, 东岸 Cafe in Beijing, and he passed away last December. So I would like to play the song in special memory of him, and with a symbolic saxophone melody, we're gonna play it with our band. So let's do this, and I'll be singing. And if anyone knows the lyrics, please sing with me or dance with me. Thank you. Yeah, if you have heard the song, you might know there's a separate section where we're singing ho, ho. Yeah, if you know that, please sing the second part, which is one measure later with me. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. 四五六七。you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. 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 Thank you so much. Thank you. so much. My undergrad life is complete because of you guys. Thank you.